Hello guys, or should I say Valentines? Hello Valentines. I mean, we are going to celebrate quite soon Valentine's Day, and yeah, this is the makeup look I proposed to you. But do you know what? I'm one of those weird persons that don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I never did, and my husband and I, we are like, we don't need one day to be reminded that we love each other and all the jazz. So we do not go out on the Valentine's Day. We are going to go out tonight actually, and I might wear this eye look but not the lid because I don't know what I feel about it. It's from Art Deco and actually it's not that bad, but it's not very buildable. I mean, it crumbles a bit when you put like 2 layers, and you need to be really fast with it. Like, apply a layer and that's it. It should be perfect, or it will crumble a bit. I'm not gonna rush and buy another color until I'm sure that I actually like it. So this is the makeup. Let's get started. So we're gonna start by using a eye primer, which is going to ensure that my makeup is going to stay into place. I love this one very much. I normally do apply a powder on top of it, but because this will dry down pretty matte, this time I'm not going to. And I really do like it. I like the effect because it grips to the eyeshadow that you put on top and it doesn't make it look streaky. So first I'm taking this palette from Nabla. This is going to be the palette I am going to use for this eye makeup, and this is the eyeshadow I'm going to put into my crease area. I'm going to stay there mainly because I don't want to be too much. I don't want to go too far outside my eye socket and make it look too vampy. So this eye look is going to be a smoky eye, but on the softer side. So I'm not going to use very dark eyeshadows, although on the middle of my lid I'm going to put a darker eyeshadow. But it's going to be on the softer side also because of the application. I'm not going too far outside my eye socket. I'm not going to make it very Instagrammy or very structured. So I'm going to sort of keep this shape I'm creating right now. And this eyeshadow, this is called Sistina, and this is a warm toned medium dark coral with a matte finish, as you can see. And then I'm taking Inception, which is another eyeshadow, very pretty but shimmery, from the same palette, and I'm applying it with my finger directly to my skin. I feel it applies better, and it's very pigmented. I love how it looks. I feel like this eyeshadow complements so well the first eyeshadow because this is like a soft medium plum with warm undertones and a metallic finish. It has almost an opaque coverage when applied with the finger directly onto bare skin, and the consistency is so soft and smooth and creamy. I truly do believe I picked the perfect companion for the first eyeshadow. And then on top of that I'm going to put Delirium, which is this medium dark purple with warm undertones again and a very sparkling finish, but it has this chunkier glitter in it, and this makes it fall apart sort of. But when you see an eyeshadow like this and you do want to try it out, do that. I mean, it does work a bit differently than other eyeshadows, but I think it's so worth it. This is like a diamond of the first water. You need to try it out and see for yourself how it works best. But I'm telling you right now, it is applied with the finger on top of another eyeshadow, because on its own applied with the brush, no, it's not gonna work. It's too chalky for that and too gritty and dry to the touch. Moving on the teal area, I put Vanitas, which is a very soft peachy pink with warm golden shimmer in it and very pearly sheen. I do love how it looks, and this is going to be my highlighter basically. For the lower lash line, I'm going to use next from Kiko a creamy eyeshadow, which is a Double Dare eyeshadow eyeliner in the shade number 3. As you can see, it's very creamy, and it's like a lavender eyeshadow that I'm just blending out with a pencil brush. Moving on to the base and leaving the eyes for now, I'm going to apply a very thin layer of a baking powder, which I'm not using to bake, of course. I'm using it to knock off the shine of my face, especially off my forehead, and that was a very thin layer, just to make it clear. This powder is not gonna interfere with the application of my foundation, of my base, which is the CC Plus oil-free matte pore minimizing full coverage cream and anti-aging and hydrating serum, and this is plus 40 SPF, and this is from It Cosmetics. That was a long name, but anyway, this is in light medium, and I applied it with the dampened sponge, which in my opinion this is not the best way to apply this product. I mean, normally when I'm not filming, I'm applying it with my fingers and works perfect because of the warmth of the fingers. It sort of blends everything so much nicer into the skin as opposed to applying it with anything else than the fingers. Because it has a matte finish and it's so much thicker, it's harder to sort of disperse, to sort of apply the product onto the skin evenly. So actually your fingers are the best tools for this. Now I'm applying concealer, which is one of my favorites. It's the It Cosmetics again Bye Bye Under Eye high coverage or full coverage concealer. This is in medium. I love this product because it's not drying, so this is not on the matte side. It's very creamy, it has that very thick consistency, and you only need to put a bit. Going overboard with this product is never a good idea because you're not going to be able to blend it out, you know, you're gonna blend it out too far downwards, and it's gonna change the entire color of your base basically, because that product doesn't have anywhere to go other than, you know, further downwards. But let's move along now. I'm going to use a foundation which is in a stick formula. This is from Makeup Revolution in the shade F12. It doesn't have any other name. I don't know how it's called. I don't know. It looks like this, and it's very dark for my skin tone, so I'm using it as a bronzer. You have maybe noticed that I didn't put it directly to my skin and then blend it out. I think that's a very bad idea, because especially with a product that you don't know how blendable it is, you don't know how dark it actually transfers to your skin. I mean, you don't know so many things. The best way to apply a cream product like this is to apply it to your hand first and take it from there with your sponge, with your brush, whatever, and then apply it layer by layer where you want it, and see for yourself how buildable it is, how creamy and blendable it is, and how the color is. You know, if it's opaque, if you need to apply more in certain areas, if it's like patchy, whatever, you know, just take it step by step and see every single detail how you need to work with this product. For me, for example, this was a bit too dark. I felt like I'm white now in winter time, so a little goes a long way, and I don't need to apply more than this because it would make me look like a crazy person or like a wannabe Kardashian, and I just had to take off a bit. Now, as you can see, I'm setting my base because I need a bit of setting, but not too much. I am just taking a bit of that baking powder from the beginning of this video and pressing it into my skin, mainly on my T-zone, forehead, nose, around my mouth and such, and what's left on the brush onto the rest of my face. But I'm saying a bit, quite a lot always, because certain products like the baking powder, like the powders in general, I don't like to use too much of them because it will give the exact opposite effect of what I want. So that's why. Hashtag all looking. But anyway, moving on to the blusher. This is Maybelline Fit Me blusher, and this is in the shade Rose number 30, and I was a bit surprised because it doesn't have much intensity. I had to layer it down to come to this end result, but it's not always a bad thing, you know, when it doesn't have much intensity, especially a blusher, because if it's like very intense, very opaque, sometimes you can't really blend it out if you put too much at once, you know, if you make like a small mistake. So yeah, better to apply it layer by layer and to not have so much intensity and opacity right from the beginning. But I really did have to work this product more than I thought I would, you know, that's all. Now for the brows, I took from Ilia a dual powder, and I just used the lighter shade to sort of brush through the brow hairs to not have such a contrast between the skin underneath and also, you know, the hairs. And then I just brushed through the hairs to make them stay into place, to make them look fluffy and bushy, with a clear gel from Estee Lauder. Now for mascara, this is very important because I will not wear any false lashes this time. I want a very low maintenance makeup look. I don't want to worry about my lashes, or, you know, if I'm going out, if they are too much, people are looking at me strange or something. Anyway, I just wanted a mascara that's going to be very lengthening and not clumpy at all, and very buildable. That's the main thing. That's why I've chosen this one, because you can put 2-3 layers and it's not going to look clumpy, and I really did like the end result. So yeah, that was a good choice. I mean, there are many other mascaras that do the same thing and even better, you know, but this is what I've used this time. Oh, and also only on my top lashes, not on my bottom ones, because I will put a waterproof mascara there. So yeah, moving on to the lips, I used a lip liner which is from Maybelline. This is the Color Sensational lip liner. This is in the shade 132 Sweet Pink, and I'm just lining and outlining a bit my lips with it. And then on top I'm putting a lipstick which is from L'Oreal. I love so much this formula. I'm insanely in love with this formula, and it's the shade I Empower, and on top of that I put then the shade I Savor. Yeah, this is how it's looking in the end, but this is just one lip option. I do have another one at the end of this video after I've done my eyes. And moving on to the eyes, I'm going to put underneath, I'm going to sort of trace the immediate lower lash line with a dark matte brown, and as I've said, I'm just sort of tracing right underneath my lashes. So I'm not gonna go too far downwards with this. I'm not gonna make it very smoky or anything like that, or very intense. I just want a bit of intensity there, just to sort of, you know, tie the look together. And then I put a mascara on top, and this is the first option, guys. I do hope you like it. I mean, for my taste, this would be it, but if you do want something more, you know, like it's Valentine's Day and you want the lips to be the focus of everything, then we will choose a powerful color. And I chose this liquid lipstick with glitter in it from Art Deco, and I do love the color. Let me tell you, it's beautiful, more so in real life than on camera. But when you apply more than one layer, it sort of clumps up. It sort of gathers in certain areas more than the other ones, and I'm not sure why, but it doesn't look very bad. I mean, I am so undecided because this formula is undecided. I don't know what to feel about it. I'm gonna try it out again and see how I feel. Anyway, as a last step, I'm just adding highlighter to my skin, and this is the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in the shade 2, the rosy one, and I'm going over the highest points of my face as the usual. That's the look. So my Valentines, I really do hope you liked this video, and if you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe here to my channel, don't forget to hit that bell button as well to not miss any of my upcoming videos, and also go follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook and VERO. Those 3 are my platforms, and if you do follow me there, then you're gonna see stuff I don't post here on YouTube. That's all. So yeah, until next time, hearts and love. Hearts and flowers. One of those real weird person social media platforms, and also give a thumbs up. I'm not sure. Let's get started now. Be safe. Until next time. Hearts and love. Hearts and love.